Grand Rising, everyone, and Laura, Neil, Shelley, Victor, welcome everyone to a Friday edition of Good Dawning here, and hopefully we'll have a great weekend. So there we go. All right, I'll be working and listening. I love you all so much. I'll pop in and out of the chat while I'm working. All right, Lucky Stone. All right, fantastic. All right, so yeah, tomorrow I will be live on Lucky Stone's channel at the 6 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock my time. If you noticed yesterday, there was no roundtable as well. Victor and I are no longer participating in the current version of the roundtable. There may be something different in the not too distant future. But at the moment, there is no roundtable, and so Victor and I are not participating. But and I don't think there was an actual show yesterday either. So good dawning. And, hopefully everybody's set up for a great weekend. And, we will burn some Palo Santo here, and of course, this is not the ideal way to light Palo Santo, but maybe it is because there's. There we go. Supposed to light it with a match, but that would take you forever, right? All right, so here we go. Fatima, good dawning from Toronto there. Welcome. All right, there we go. That's the idea, right? Is that you get it to burn and then shake her up. There we go. All right, guys. Being some energy here. Oh, if you came from Truth Wave, your energy is probably pretty clear either way. All right. Oop. Krista, good dawning as well. All right. So, congratulations on your anniversary there, Laura. All right. So we've got the palm reading cards for today. Laura will be live with us this Tuesday, and Monday night we have Witchy Trista with her tuning forks. There we go. And all right. So we're going to be using the Kyle Gray's Divine Masters deck today, and let's see what we got as far as today's energies. And Chloe, good dawning. Squishies. 4 years ago today. All right, so Laura's website, letspiritguide.com, went live 4 years ago today, and that is Laura's, of course, avocation. So if you want to help Laura out, check out her website. Today is the 4-year anniversary at letspiritguide.com. So definitely check that out. And if you want to get in touch with Laura, it's Laura at letspiritguide.com. If you need any Reiki or tarot, and I may be reaching out to Laura for a reading myself, but we'll see. All right, so let's cut these 1, 2, and 3. And let's see what we get here. We're going to take the bottom card as the energetics. And then the top 3 cards, 1, 2, and 3, as the energy to get to the energetics for this weekend. And then we will clear some energies for the weekend as well. All right, so let's see what we've got. So today is talking about, there we go, let's pin that. All right, so Laura's website is pinned. So check out Laura's website there. It's pinned to the comments there. All right, so today it's Lakshmi and Ganesh. And we'll be doing divination of Lakshmi and Ganesh for sure as we pace around the crystal shop. So as we do, so prosperity vibration, and really everything is your resonant energy on this planet. So what vibration, what resonant energy are you producing? Are you putting out to the greater source field? And so you are attracting health, wellness, and happiness. Favor to that, to say the least there. What are you attracting, and are you attracting that, or are you attracting what you don't want by going through fear and what have you? And are you grounding in Lakshmi and Ganesh? And really, we should be Ganesh and Lakshmi, because you want to use Ganesh first. Even in a divination, you want to use Ganesh first, because Ganesh will ground you so that you can be able to receive the divine feminine and the abundance, financial abundance that Lakshmi can help bring into you. There is a mantras to Lakshmi and Ganesh on my channel on the community tab there. And so definitely a sign for me when I'm looking for some peace at work. If I fall out of peace at work, for sure, to ground and to ground into Lakshmi and Ganesh. And sometimes we can get customers or just time standing there. Your mind starts to go after a point at 10 hours. And the thing. So, yeah. So you're attracting health, wealth, and happiness. All right. So, in order to attract health, wealth, and happiness, we need to have a mystical knowing through Rumi. And we all know who Rumi is and his 8,000 different sayings there. If you type Rumi into the Google search there or into any of the Gemini, AI, Google, Gemini, you'll get Rumi will show up if you type in wise quotes there, I am sure. And so Rumi, mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. So what is your personal experience of God? In order to experience a prosperity vibration, you generally would want to slide into some sort of personal experience of your own source. And of course, that is just you in your highest self. So let's see here. Isis. All right. So all of our friends are showing up today. Isis, goddess Isis, of course, it wants to join the party. So reclaiming your magic, and of course, to get into the vibration of prosperity, and yeah, so getting into the Lakshmi and the Ganesh, the prosperity vibration, you would definitely need to reclaim magic. So Isis is asking you to call back your power, what is rightfully yours, and if you're not in your abundance, and even I'm having been working on that myself. So when you're not in your abundance, then technically you're not in your highest self. What is blocking your highest self? And so there's questions there, right? And even your said host here has things. These are things that sometimes when we clear the trauma, right, and all that drama that we have, the second phase, stepping up and into, is not as easy as people think. No, it's a lot of ways harder than doing the dark night of the soul, because the dark night of the soul falls out of you. This you have to step into, if that makes any sense. So, and then finally, and we're not talking about one of the AFI's worst rated movies, American Film Institute's Ishtar. We're talking about there we go, Ishtar himself. All right. And so your inner leanings and inner learnings, follow your heart. So your inner learnings and leanings, truth will prevail. So Ishtar is asking for your truth to prevail there. And if you see anything inside the card there, for yourself, follow your throat chakra and your star there, and your truth will prevail. But in order to do so, you have to be in that vibration. So Lakshmi and Ganesh are asking you to shift your vibration today. What vibration are you in? And this could be a direct message to me as well. If you, some of you there know my current situation and what's been going on, and it just is. We're on planet Earth here. Things go up, things go down, but eventually it has to go back up, right? You cannot always have a continuous spiral down, so to speak, right? Generally. All right, so Lakshmi and Ganesh. So ground into your prosperity. Then have a knowing that you are the prosperity you are looking for. Rumi's asking you to have that mystical knowing, right? And the knowing means that internally you know that who you are, what you are, and what you are representing. So do you have that mystical knowing that is the camera moving? There we go. That mystical, give a little more space there. Mystical knowing that so breaking boundaries and your own personal experience of God. So can you ground into that today and find your personal experience of source, so that you realize that all you are is the vibration of pure abundance to begin with, and prosperity. And of course, be careful when you're thinking abundance there. Make sure you tack something onto that, because if you're full of abundant lack, then the universe will teach you that. If you're full of abundant hate, the universe will fill you more of that. If you're full of abundant fear, then you'll get filled with that. So we did a short on that as well. So we channeled it, and then but yeah, check that out. All right, so Isis is coming through as well. So magic, and can you allow for the magic to come in? And Isis, of course, is working a lot of magic with us. If you're working with Isis, and of course, the pyramid of light protection is always available to each and every one of us. So Isis is asking you to step in and reclaim your magic, call back your power and what is rightfully yours. So Isis is asking you to do so. And being in a poverty or lack mindset is not rightfully yours. That is that is your earth body. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this as well, because this is exactly where I'm at as far as like switching from the lack mindset into the, into a rich and vibrant mindset, from the poverty mindset that I've carried most of my universe, and switching out of those. And so that's, when you drop the trauma, you still have all the trauma reactions, you still have everything attached to your DNA, to who you are in your frame. And so all that has to be detached. So you have to go through a whole nother trauma. You have to, in a lot of ways, relive all your traumas yet again. You may have cleared the reasoning for the traumas. Now you have to realize that as the traumas come up, is there a reason for that trauma to come up, or are you grounded in the trauma, like the reason for it, like your mother's drama or your father's drama or whatever it is, the programming that causes the trauma, or your past lives and the trauma that happened, or are you now just having an autonomic response, right? So when you're reclaiming your magic, part of that is to see, is this traumatic response, and this is exactly where I'm at, where I'm stomping my feet down and grounding into that. Is this an autonomic response? Is this tied to my DNA? Am I reacting based off of that? And do I have another reaction built within me, right? Can I slow down and stop that reaction before I dervish off and possibly even bring others into it? All right, Ishtar is the last one there. So Ishtar, and we're not talking about the movie with Warren Beatty and Dustin Hoffman. I think that was it. The World, or was it Dustin Hoffman? Or it was either that or Martin Short, Warren Beatty and Martin Short, like one of the world's worst movies, according to AFI. So your inner learnings, right? So follow your truth, follow your heart, it will prevail. So Ishtar is asking you then, in order to find your prosperity, right, and stand in that vibration, and everything that you see in your universe is based on your resonant vibration, then what is your inner learnings there? What is your heart saying, and are you following that, and can your truth prevail? So check that today and this weekend when you're out and about in your universe. Are you standing? And if you're not, shift your energies, right? If you watch like RJ Spina or any of his proteges there, they'll all state that it's about what resonant vibration you can manage the most, right? So if you're, and it's not, you're never going to be the same resonant vibration all the time, right? But in order to attain that alchemy of who you are as the vibrational source, right? So what is your dominant? That's the real question. There we go. That makes more sense. Your dominant resonant, your dominant vibration, right? So if your dominant vibration is fear, lack, or out of, like my universe is out of control, or I'm in fear, then you are going to create more of that, and you will see that. You will vibrate that out, right? It'll come out of you, and it'll return as the physical in your universe. You'll create situations, right, where you have to experience more lack and whatnot, what have you. So what is your dominant vibration? Can you look into that this weekend as well? And maybe we'll channel in that too. When you're out and about in your universe. Let's clear some energies for this weekend, then we'll bring up our palm reading cards. I did get the first of the 3 Saturn fingers, and we're not going to, the Saturn thing, there we go, the Saturn finger, right? That's your middle finger on your dominant hand. So we did get the first of those posted. There's 5 of them, so we have 2 more. So I just kind of break it up. And so we'll have 2 more here. But let's clear some energies for this weekend. We're going to clear into healing, right? So we're going to heal into our prosperity vibration for this weekend. Lakshmi and Ganesh are wanting us to stay in that vibration, which makes great sense to me, for sure. And so for yourself, can you stay in that prosperity? Dora, Trista, good dawning. Welcome to everybody who's here, and grateful. And so can you stay in your prosperity vibration? When you're doing things, right, like this, but otherwise there's a lot of change going on in your universe. And so, yeah, speaking of prosperity vibration, I will put this out there. And it is certainly never expected, but always grateful. And if you want to donate to me in any aspect, you can send a PayPal to, the PayPal's connected in the channel description there. I do have a Venmo. It's my name, Joshua_Kenowitz. At Joshua_Kenowitz is my Venmo. And if you want to donate. And of course, we do one-on-one sessions as well here. So if you're new here, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I don't generally do all these formalities, and so it's my fault. But we are working towards getting to 1,000 here. We're at the 861.62. We're doing the happy dance. As you get closer to 1,000, YouTube can do that happy dance with you. And so we go up, we go down like a yo-yo, right? So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for when I go live, which is generally Monday through Friday at this time. But Monday at 6:30 p.m., we will have Trista with her bell or with her tuning forks. And then we'll run right into Victor from that. So how peaceful will that be, right? And so, yeah, and then Tuesday night we have Laura B as well. So, yeah, so let's go on into some peace and some prosperity. Let's see the prosperity for us this weekend. So, yeah, just keep in mind that the Dark Night of the Soul is only phase one, and we're here in phase two. At least I'm here in phase two. Phase two of the wake up is actually the hardest part because phase one, it drags out of you, right? So the Dark Night of the Soul basically dumps. It's like you ever have anybody talk to you, like a dump, right? Like a conversation dump or just what have you, like info dump, right? So it's just, yeah, it dumps itself out of you. Now, once it's gone, your whole body's still the trauma reaction. So this is where it gets harder. And so you have to live in that whole body trauma reaction state. And so everything that used to set you off will still set you off, but now you have the consciousness that it's setting you off and that you're not holding the trauma anymore. So this is where it gets goofy. And this is where the rubber kind of has to start meeting the road. And that's where people, you go up, you go down, you see, vibrational shifts in people, whatnot. So yeah, so welcome to this is the party that we're at here. So let's clear some energies for that this weekend and find some balance in our vibration. We're going to work towards finding a balanced prosperity vibration this weekend. And so let's clear some energies to get us into that prosperity state. So for yourself and myself, we're going to do some quick breathing. So for your end, take a deep breath in. As we breathe in, this time we're going to breathe in prosperity, right? So see what is it? There's one thing, each and every one of us has one thing that we want more than anything else, right? What are you seeing in your universe? What is that one thing that would shift all in your universe, right? We have ideas in my end, but what is it for you that would bring that even prosperity, that whole shift of your universe? So as we breathe in, we're going to release any blocks towards that. We're going to draw that in towards us. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out anything that we feel is lack, anything that's holding us back from our prosperity vibration. And of course, today you have every right to do 108 rounds with Ganesh and Lakshmi as well. Start with Ganesh, though, for sure. And it's on my channel. It's music. The total would take you about 20 minutes to do both. And yeah, if you do at least Ganesh on the daily at first, Lakshmi will find her way into you. It does change things. Even if nothing else, it brings a peace and calm. But with all the chaos that's been going on in my universe, at least we are still moving forward, right? And so even at that, when things generally, you would think generally could go and tumbled, they thank you, Ganesh and Lakshmi. And if you understand where I'm coming from here, and you really understand Ganesh and Lakshmi, yeah, there's a lot more to that. So I definitely recommend going into my playlist there and grabbing those and making that either part of your dawning or just sometime during your day. Driving and doing Ganesh and Lakshmi is always easy, and you're always grounded the most when you're driving, anyways. Because anytime you put your body in a situation where it could go splat, your mind, your energy is generally centered and grounded. So if you're in controlled chaos, like in an airplane or in a car or a speedboat or something to that effect, you are generally more centered because you're not you could go splat and you're generally not as in control as you think you are. Not that you are anyways, but all right, so let's breathe in. As we breathe in, we'll breathe in all that prosperity vibration. You can close your eyes and imagine Ganesh and Lakshmi, Ganesh being the elephant with the hands, and then Lakshmi herself as well. If you don't know who Lakshmi is, check her out on my playlist there, and do yourself a favor. It might even sometimes when I do Lakshmi, if the energy is right, it'll physically bring me to tears. And I'm not kidding on that one. I will just be crying like a baby when I'm doing the divination, not doing the divination to Lakshmi there. All right, so breathe in with me. If you would, take a moment and breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. Again, through your nose. Breathe in. We're going to do 4 breaths. The fourth one, we're going to do a satisfied breath. So breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And finally, one more, and we're going to do a satisfied breath. And when we do satisfied, we cut ourselves right here where our chest plate and our stomach meet and fold over. And then as we breathe out, we say the word satisfied. Generally, even if you're as dissatisfied as you've ever been, generally speaking, unless you're in really bad chakra space, you will dump right into your heart chakra. So bend over, breathe in, 4 seconds. All right, satisfied. Breathe out. Try that one more time. Breathe in. Hold it for 4 seconds. We'll do the final satisfied breath. All right, and breathe out and say satisfied as we breathe out. Satisfied. And you'll notice generally, no matter what's going on, you'll be leading as you sit up, right? You're leading into your heart chakra as you bend your energy up. You dump you right into your heart chakra, most likely. Even if it's blocked, you'll feel lighter up here. And for even a quick moment, no matter what the heck is going on, and we don't say that word, right? No matter what the HE double hockey, whatever's going on in your universe, try that at that exact moment, and even for that 5 seconds, you'll get some relief there. But all right, so let's clear some energies for this weekend to get into our vibration of prosperity. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a quick invocation. There we go. All right, so bear with me a moment. Mother Goddess Isis here to help you today with an invocation of abundance. So we will do this, right? We are going to do an invocation with myself of abundance today for you. Lakshmi and Ganesh want to come through. What we are talking about here, if you are an understanding, dearies, of what you are seeing, this is you are seeing the universe of abundance here, right? Ishtar, Mother Isis, myself, Lakshmi and Ganesh, we are talking to you, right? Ishtar. Rumi, you have an abundance of wisdom. Are you seeing? So let us bring in the abundance for you. And Mother Isis will always recommend doing divination. And divination to Lakshmi and Ganesh can bring change in your universe. When you ground into who you are as the prosperity that you are, if you can ground into that energy, you can accomplish anything. The question is, dearies, can you ground into those energies of prosperity and abundance? So let us do an invocation today. We will invoke the energies of prosperity and abundance, which is what you are. You are what you declare you are vibrating. Are you in understanding? You are what you declare your universe to be, and you are what you see your universe to be in focus based on your energies, dearies. So join Mother Goddess Isis for an invocation to see your universe as prosperous, to see your universe as abundant in prosperity, not problems, not hate, not frustrations. A lot of you can bring in frustrations and problems to your universe, but can you bring in prosperity? Join with Mother Isis. Repeat after me. I am the prosperity I am looking for. I am the grand abundance of joy, of financial abundance, of abundance of peace, abundance of purpose, an abundance of love and hugs in my universe. Remember what I vibrate upon, what I resonate, creates or it does not create the abundance in my loving, living universe. So as I choose to go out today in my universe, I stand in my abundant frame. I stand in my love, and I stand in my joy and peace. And I stand in my sovereignty. And otherwise, I choose to allow for everyone to do what they choose in their universe. So stand with Mother Isis today. Stand in your abundance as source. What y'all resonate, we are going to do a channeling through this here. Nathan, brother, Mother Isis is grateful to see you in the chat. Millie, Hershey, Suzette. You are the abundance that you are looking for, and what you are resonating is what you will bring into your universe. So Mother Isis is asking you today, are you resonating in fear? There are some of you here, including this channel, who may be stepping through fear, right? Having abundance issues, although the issue is not with the abundance, the issue is with you and your vibration. So if you are feeling, Mother Isis is wanting you to understand, if you are feeling in lack, then you are going to generate more lack. If you are feeling fear for a lack of abundance, right, then you are going to create that for yourself. So stand in the frame of love, stand in the frame of joy, and stand in that frame of abundance, because you are what you vibrate. The resonant energy that you are putting out, if you are seeing your universe not what you are wanting and start dervishing in fear, you're going to put out a resonant energy that is going to create fear in your universe, dearies, that is going to bring more fear back to you inside yourself. It's going to activate the fear in your DNA and bring up all the traumas that are related to fear anytime you are not in balance. Are you understanding, dearies, how you are creating all of this for yourself, right? Based on your resonant energy. So if you are not feeling that you are the resonant energy, the prosperity that you are looking for, then what are you otherwise? If you are standing here, and we are speaking to one who is channeling and others of you as well, if you are standing in your universe, right, not feeling the abundance and seeing where things might not be what you are wanting, why are you standing in the what things are not what you are wanting? Why are you seeing that you are the grand presence of your universe, dearies? And if you are standing in grand presence for yourself, with yourself, by yourself, which you all are, right? One player show, right? This is a one player game. You come in by yourself. So what energies are you resonating? What are you showing to Ishtar? What are you showing to Mother Gaia? What are you showing to myself, right? To Mother Isis, Lakshmi, and Ganesh? Are you standing in fear, right? So you do not have the abundance you are looking for, right? And you have bills coming. Are you standing in fear? If you're in presence and that presence is taken care of, right? Where you have food in your belly, you have money in the bank right at that present moment, and you are okay, then why are you in any other state? Why are you looking forward to a bill that is not yet due, that you do not currently have the money for, that you might have in the future, but you are sitting here blocking it by being worried about it now? Are you in understanding? And we are talking to certain people here, right? All of you do this though, right? When you are standing around in your universe, you are projecting what you currently have in your universe into a future that is not there yet, right? So you are projecting the fact that maybe at this exact moment, you do not have the financial funds you are looking for. But you are projecting that fear that you do not have the financial funds you are looking for at this exact moment, right? In your future. So you are taking your current moment, right? You are needing $500. Mother Isis wants you to understand you cannot project because you will create. So if you are standing here wanting $500 for your current universe and you are projecting, I need that buy, and I'm worried about having it and this and that, you are carrying the fact that you do not have $500 right now into your future. Time does not exist, but on this plane, it is linear, right? So if you are needing $500 by May 31st, and you are standing here right now at the beginning of May, are you standing here now going, oh, we have plenty of time, I'm going to be present, I'm not worried? Or are you standing here right now going, oh, I do not know how I'm going to come up with those funds by the 31st of May, right? 30 days has September, right? You know that. So are you, Mother Isis wants you to know that If you are standing here right now at the beginning of May, worried about what you do not have at the end of May, you will create what you do not have at the end of May. We are dropping the microphone, so to speak, on that one. Mother Isis wants you to understand that when you are standing in your presence, if you are anywhere else, you are creating a false universe. Want to repeat that. Mother Isis wants you to understand that if you are standing in your presence, which is your present, and your presence is the present that your present is giving you, right? If you are standing there and not projecting, right? Stepping out of frame from your current into another timeline, projecting, right? If you are not projecting yourself, right, into another timeline, into your future, right, where you have or do not have, right, where you are standing from your present to conflate your future. Are you starting to see what you do? Repeat after me. I will not stand in today and worry about tomorrow. Can you do that? Say that again. Join me. Join Mother Isis and say that. I will not stand in my today, in my present, and think or worry about tomorrow. I will do in my present what I need to do so that my tomorrow is taken care of. There's a difference. Are you seeing that? Can you understand that? That is what Mother Isis is asking of you today. When you are standing in your presence, right? We are going to help to alleviate some of your fears, right? Some of your panics and some of your worries, right? So when you are standing in your presence, so stand in that. See your universe as it stands. Rasu, good morning. Lati, good morning as well. Welcome to anybody who's showing up on this channel. You have a million places on YouTube to go, and you are here, right? So we are grateful. But from your end, can you see where you are creating this, right? So stand in your frame. See for yourself and understand for yourself, right? What you are creating for yourself. Are you in understanding of all of this? So for yourself, right? If you are needing a better future, right? If you are under a financial gun, so to speak, only you are feeling that, right? If you are the true abundance, then you would just be like, it's not here now, but I know it will be here, right? And you have no faith. If you are not saying that, then are you? Are you feeling the faith? That is the question. A lot of you have questions about your faith as sauce, right? So you are grounded in your future, but not your present, looking for a present that is not there because you are standing in your future, trying to create your present. And you are trying to create your future from your... It's not going to work. You are conflating how you are moving energies. Mother Isis wants you to understand, and we will end the transmission shortly here, but Mother Isis wants you to understand that when you are standing here at the beginning of May, financially not abundant, right? And needing monies. We all understand, right? You're on planet Earth. You have to eat. You have to pay your bills, your car, gasoline, all of that, right? So if you are seeing that you are maybe have no needing a new job, what have you, right? And we are describing certain situations, right? But nonetheless, what you are seeing here is what are you grounded in? Is your current, and this is what we want you to understand. If you are in need of something, but you do not have it in your frame, is your current at this exact moment okay? Take a moment and ask yourself that question. Am I okay at this exact moment? If you are watching Good Dawning here, you are watching Mother Goddess Isis, or Josh's higher self channeling as Mother Goddess Isis through him, right? Are you okay? If you are needing to pay rent at the end of the month, but you got your rent paid now, why are you worrying about that at this exact moment? Are you taking these steps then to bring monies into your universe in the future, right? That is the question, but you have to do that from your present. Standing here worrying about what isn't, it's going to drive you nuts, and it is not going to create what you want in your universe. So for yourselves, are you present in your presence? Can you see what you are looking for in your universe? Can you see what you do not have in your universe? Of course you can, right? But can you see that you have it? Standing in presence, trusting in your present moment, right? I stay in center. The other thing is, can you keep your vibration up? Are you going to fall into a vibration of what you don't have? If you are in need of financial abundance, right? Prosperity, right? You have bills to pay, right? Bill comes to your house, right? And he wants money, right? So you have to pay Bill. William does not want to not get paid, right? So from your end, Mother Isis wants you to understand, right? If you are standing in grounded in, I do not have it, where is it going to come from? What am I going to do? You're going to dervish more of that energy up, and you're going to create a hell for yourself on planet Earth. You are coming from a state of lack, and you're going to create a situation that is going to perpetuate more lack in your universe. Are you able to see that? So for yourself, right? Can you not do that for yourself? Can you stand in your frame? Can you stand in your present and create from the present moment each and every moment? If you do that, knowing that, yes, by the end of the month, you want to have that bill paid, right? But if you are working in presence, each and every present moment, you will get to a moment where your present moment is paying that bill, right? Where you are in presence with being able to pay that. If you are in fear of not being able to pay that, you will create that in your present universe. Are you seeing? It is about where you are grounding and what you are standing in. And we are stating again, just like this. Are you standing in the prosperity vibration? Even if you are not seeing it in your universe, you are source. You create in your universe your dominant vibration. So if your predominant vibration is fear and lack, you're never going to get over that hump. You will always be in fear and lack. You will not create what you want. And what you are looking for will feel like a distant future, right? Down the street, right? But if you are standing in the prosperity vibration, knowing who you are as source, then you will vibrate up whatever you are looking for, and you can do it lickety split, right? Like that. So from your end, how do you frame yourself? How do you frame your life and your loving, living universe? That is the question for yourself today. Clint, we are grateful to see you here. You're going to do this for Clint. All right, you are part of the family there. So you have a wrench there, Clint, and Mother Isis is grateful to see you here as well. So what energies are you standing in today? Who are you standing in? Whom are you choosing to be? You have a choice. Today's the beginning of May, right? If you have things that you need to do by the end of May, are you standing at the end of May, at the beginning of May, not creating May? Are you understanding? That is a good way to put it, right? If you are standing in your future, then you are not standing in your present. You're not going to create anything, and you are going to dervish into that future, right? Because you are coming at your present right now from your future. And you can't do that. You can try, but it's not going to work for you, and you will not create a coherent timeline. You will dervish into your future and stand in fear, stand in the lack of everything you are looking for by the end of the month, right? So if you have that $500 bill that needs to be paid by the end of the month, do not stand in the lack of having it. Now you will stand at the end of the month, and you are not, that whole month will go by where you are just worried about it, dervishing, complaining about it, speaking to, but you are not doing anything because you are standing there in the fear that you don't have it. But if you are standing in your frame, in your loving, living universe presently, knowing, yeah, it's due, but I trust my universe if I create from the present right now. All the way down the line, by the time I get to the end of the month, it will have been paid, right? I trust. Trust yourselves. You are your prosperity vibration. Releasing transmission. All right, so Mother Isis there wanting you to stand in your current. And she makes a good point there. Energy, sorry. If you're standing in the end of the month, right? So say you owe $500, right? And just like she said, and you're standing at the end of the month, not going to work because at the end, right now, it's the beginning of the month, but you're already projecting that you don't have the money at the end of the month, and you're standing in that fear. Go ahead and live that. See how that works for you. It won't work very well, but that's what most of us do. We project what we don't have now into the future, so we create the future of what we don't have, right? So we're already leaping forward in lack. So if you owe $500 at the end of the month and you don't have it right now, and you standing here on the, what's today's date? The second of right, and you are not right. So today's May 2nd. Are you standing in May 2nd or May 31st? If you have a bill that's due on May 31st and you're standing here on May 2nd, then be in May 2nd and trust, be present. What do I do to create abundance in my present? What do I do to create financial stability presently? Even I was making that, seeing the future in fear instead of standing in present, right? Seeing what I don't have in my current future, but if I create from my present, knowing what I need in my future, but standing in present, right? It creates itself. That's the whole point. Heart-brain coherence. We stay in that timeline. A lot of us, we are the world's greatest timeline jumpers, right? How many of us shift timelines and whatnot in our universe? A lot of us do. So let's not shift timelines any further and stay present. All right, so let's do the palm reading cards real quick. We have 2 of them. Then we're going to work with the golden healer to heal anything that's blocking our prosperity, a vibration, and then we're going to close out for today. But so yeah, let's see what we got here. Clint, they have been in the way. They are now sifting out of your way, and that's why you're here. Whatever's been in your way, Clint, may it sift out of your way. Same for me. There's been a lot that has to show itself. Sometimes these things that are in your way have to show themselves. Then are you grounding what's in your way, or can you just stay present? It's really, it's hard as hell, but it's easy at the same time. Serena, good dawning. It's literally about just staying present where you're at. Like right now, it is 9:14, 9:15. There's a prop plane flying over and birds flying. If I can stay in that kind of presence and literally see what's coming towards me, for me, and take advantage of those things and work into that, your universe shifts immediately, but we don't. We stand in the, crap, I got a bill that's due. I got to get a better job. Oh, crap. What if right now everything's fine? You don't need that better job at this exact moment. Maybe tomorrow, but right this moment, you don't. So that's the hope. We don't do that. And we send ourselves into a dervished mess. And I've been doing, I'm accused of doing that myself. So Mother Isis there is asking you to stop doing so. Stop projecting anything and just stand strong. Watch what happens. It's and when we all do that, life gets a lot easier. I know that much too, because we're not drumming up trauma that we have, right? That's a lot of things that we do when we fall out of presence. We drum up trauma. Do you want to be the arbiter of trauma drumming up in your universe? The arbiter of creating trauma for yourself, back to yourself in your universe. If you're not standing present, then you can do that. Presence is easy. Easy. Speak it into existence. Don't let the distractions of yesterday blur. Not even distractions. We worry so much that we're being distracted. It's just a matter of standing present on what you know, what you need to do. All right. So we're not using this card. All right. And really, it's our letting this machine, the thought machine, not take over and see a worse picture than what it is. A lot of it is we see things, our perspective is skewed. So we see things from a skewed and broken perspective. So we create from a skewed and broken perspective, a skewed and broken universe, and we never create sometimes we never get out of what we're looking to fix because we're coming from a busted perspective. So if we stand present, we can fix that perspective. Energy burp. All right. And there's another one. So the body agrees. It's about your perspective. Ooh, pardon me. Energy burp. Sometimes when you channel, and when my body and my rambling and my body get into alignment, my body, but yes, that's right. It's about your perspective. So stop having a perspective that the world's falling apart. Have a better perspective. Maybe it's all coming together instead. We see it as how we choose, and how we see it is what we create. All right. So today's the Saturn fingers. The last 2, and again, that's your middle finger. And again, this deck, it's like $8 on Slamazon. It's made in China, so it may be let's see, 8, 16, $24 now. If it's tripled based on the tariffs, but who the heck knows? But yeah, you want to have some fun, go to Temu and punch in like something for 98 cents and watch it come up to be $10. But nonetheless. All right. And that's with the free shipping, right? So all right, so today's card is the Saturn, the Spatula City, right? There you go. From you remember watch UHF, Spatula City, Spatula City, right? All right, so spatulette finger. So if your finger looks like a spatula, say that 3 times, spatula. The English language is fun if you just say the word spatula, right? It's like, what? It sounds more and more disjointed the more you say it, like spoon. Like if you just say it more and more, it's just like the English language sounds more like it's just made up. Right? All right, so the Saturn finger, spatula tip. If the tip of the finger is square, it indicates Love of the outdoors. You have a strong bond with nature and animals, and you can be withdrawn and have difficulty asserting yourself. So if you have a spatula finger, then you have trouble asserting yourself. That's like the word smock, right? Or like the tick, right? You ever know the tick? Spoon, right? Say that three, right? All right. Saturn finger. The final one is the pronounced knuckles. So if you crack your knuckles or what have you. All right. Today's round 3 of our customer appreciation. That we tapping into all sorts of goodness to get me through. You got this, Trista. All right. So today, Saturn fingers pronounced knuckles. So it'll be backwards there for you. But all right. So if your knuckles are pronounced on your middle finger, this indicates that you crack your knuckles a lot. And no, your have an important skill is learning. You have common sense with finances, but trouble remembering mundane things. So there we go. So if you have a big knuckle on your middle finger, you're good with your finances, but you're not good at remembering things, and you have good common sense. And finally, if you have a spatulette or a squared off tip to your middle finger, you have a strong bond with nature, animals, and can be withdrawn, and you do not assert yourself very well. So tomorrow, then we will get into the Venus finger, which is your ring finger on your dominant hand. All right, Tristy, you have everything you need. Each of us is definitely enough for sure. All right, so 46 minutes. So let's work with, stretch this one out a little bit here. Work with the Golden Healer. And this came from at Chloe's Crystals. And so we're going to heal anything that's going to take us out of our prosperity vibration for this weekend. And you're going to heal it through. No, but we're going to at least put a dent in it. And generally, the healing that's taken us out of our prosperity vibration is programming, number one. Then a lack of center in self, source self is generally number 2. But programming is generally the reason why we fight against our own selves to find any sort of abundance or vibration of a financial vibration within ourselves. So from that aspect, so let's work with the Golden Healer here and see what we can heal to bring in that abundance for ourselves, and see what we've got here. All right, guys. So from your end and from my end here, work with the Golden Healer. So all right, so energy works with your permission only. And so with you sticking around is permission with, of course, if you want to close out the chat or close down your phone or whatever it is, that's fine. And of course, we'll close this out with a group hug as well. But we try to keep this a little bit shorter on Friday since I do have to be at the shop. No boss today, thankfully. She was there on Tuesday. But so let's close this out, guys. And so let's see a better for you. What do you see for yourself this weekend? Hopefully next weekend we'll have Chloe. Speaking of Chloe, there in the chat, do another crystal sale, but not this weekend. So as far as today goes, today is who's live today? Today at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. is Rooted Willow with What Tree Are You? It's either tree or spirit animal today. So Rooted Willow will be live at 8 o'clock. So please do join us at 6 or 8. 6 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I don't think anybody else is live. If you missed Teresa from Wounds to Wisdom yesterday, that was fantastic. She did a really, really good grounding there and a transmission. And so if you want to do that, take 20 minutes. It's about 25 minutes. And ground and the energy transmission that she did there, which was amazing. And 22 in chat. Thank you. All right. So let's close out or get ready to close it. We're going to use the Golden Healer here. So join us. And grateful for all and each and every one of you today. And of course, check out Laura's website today, letspiritguide.com. It is her 4-year anniversary of her website. So you'll feel this wherever you do. Crystal will be live at noon. Blindly Inspired is live at noon today as well. And so there we go. All right. So however you feel this. And if anybody else is live today, let me know in the chat. Please. And thank you. Oh, rooted. Thank you, Millie. All right. So if you're not subbed to Rooted Willow, please do so. And again, she'll be live tonight at 6 or 8 or 5. If you're Scotty Boy, which we haven't seen, assuming he's probably working. All right. So you should feel this in your. It's a golden healer, so you can feel this anywhere you need healing. Root and sacral chakras are generally the spot, but wherever healing is needed in your end. I'll be live at 4 for Friday. Here we go. All right. So Hershey's live today at 4 o'clock Central Time, which is 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock my time, or 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So you can go from Hershey then to many hours later. You can go to Rooted Willow. So at least we have 2 today. Scotty's in Texas this month working. See? So we may not see a lot of Scotty, but he's working, and that's good for him. And so we will see him when we get to see him. But he is at the trabajo at the moment. So favor, send him love. All right. Janet Lee, good done. All right. So yeah, ground into what you're looking to heal today. For myself, it definitely is the trauma of lack and the trauma that I've been sitting in, the fear of abundance. I'm going to be as honest as I can. The fear of, in a lot of ways, the fear of change. Right. A lot of why things don't change in our universe is because we get complacent in where we're sitting, as well. Karma, good dawning. Yeah, will you get to see Scotty there? That's a good question, Karma. No. Okay. All right. So if you missed Care Bear this morning as well, she did a meditation just like Wounds to Wisdom Teresa did yesterday, her transmission. So you can check out the Care Bears this morning as well, or this dawning as well. I don't know why we say morning. It's not physically spelt the same, but it sounds the same as morning otherwise. All right, let's get ready to close this out. I'm just keeping track of the time here. It makes it easier for me. All right, let me seal this up. Hermetically sealed. All right, so we've sealed this up, and whatever you are needing to heal, just keep that energy within you today, and keep it. For me, it'll sit in my root and sacral chakras. Generally, that's where the healing is needed, as they were destroyed. And for most of us, that's generally where you'll find you'll need it is in your root and your sacral chakras. All right, guys. So let's close this out with a group hug, and of course, everybody have an amazing weekend. And remember, you are the prosperity vibration. I highly recommend, if you are so inclined, to jump on my in my playlist there and grab the folder. It says Lakshmi and Ganesh, and so I would start with Ganesh and then do Lakshmi, or just Ganesh. Lakshmi will find you when she's ready to find you if you're just getting started with that, but Ganesh will help to break up your root chakra, and then your sacral chakra there. When you work with Lakshmi, she breaks that up to bring in abundance. But that is, for me, and for what's going on in my universe, and seeing those cards come out is a very positive sign, right? When you're needing abundance in your universe. At Clay Open Mic, Carnelian Fire Form 2 nights ago. The energy is fantastic. I already gave the Labrador unicorn away, waiting to open the rest. And your Labradorite unicorn. Good for you, Karma. That's amazing. So good karma for Karma there, giving that away. But yeah, so for yourself, what are you finding is your abundance there in your universe? So favor to everyone there. But Yeah, so it's really how do you want to frame it up this weekend? So stand in that frame of the abundance and let Lakshmi and Ganesh come in and realize anytime you are not seeing your abundant is really just when you're not seeing yourself as source. And I can say this now, and 20 minutes later, I can feel unabundant, and so it's what is. But then we just got to reground back into it. Start everything with Ganesh always. Ganesh, if it wasn't for Ganesh, I don't think I'd be sitting here right now. I'm not doing good dunning, that's for sure. All right, guys. So I thank you all, and let's close this out. Energy, just like we did with the group hug there, or with our golden healer there in the group hug, works just as well through the internet. So even though we're not together, we always are together in spirit and in the ether and energetically. So take your left arm up, put it on the person to your left, and take your right arm up, put it on the shoulder to your person to the right. At Tim Hart Hortons. Can I get a double double with Trista, please? And thank you. All right. So left arm up, right arm up. And as we send energy out of our left hand, right, we spin it around. Jules, good dawning, everybody. My phone randomly brought me in, so hello to all. Jules, much love, brother. Thank you for making good dawning amazing this week. And we look forward to seeing you again when we discuss your book, which is going to be amazing. So, Jules, everybody, check out Jules at Heart of Lightning and check out his, if you didn't see his live on Wednesday there, definitely check that out. Jules, we love you and thank you. All right, so yeah, join us for the group hug there, Jules. So left arm up, right arm up. And as we put our arms up on the shoulder of each of our neighbors there, we send the energy out of our left hand and we spin it around like the Large Hadron Collider, right? And we spin it, it'll come around through each other. It'll come through your right hand and then come right back through across your heart chakra, right? And back through and out your left hand. As we spin that energy around, we spin it up faster and faster. We connect our energy up and lock it into the greater source field. As we spin that love up, we see each and everybody on this planet in love. We see each and everybody on this planet in peace, and we see each and everybody on this planet in financial abundance, right? We see everybody on this planet with four walls. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be living in a mud hut, a tin shack, a tent, a teepee, or anything else unless they're choosing to do so, and that is absolutely fine. Your choice is yours, but otherwise everybody should be able to have a house, right? We live on a planet that has enough space to give everybody a 2-bedroom house with an acre of land, everybody in Texas, right? And natural space density and everything else. And in those houses, we have enough food on this planet to give everybody fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be starving when 50% of our fresh fruits and vegetables go to waste, rot, and get thrown away. As well, we will see each and everybody on this planet with fresh water. There's no reason why anybody should have an issue finding or drinking fresh water on this planet. There's enough water on this planet to go around and then some. And so if you are having trouble with fresh water, there is no reason why anybody should be boiling water from a lake or a river and waiting for it to cool off and all of that. There is a box that was invented that you can put on a table, and as long as there's 10% humidity, you can create fresh water. So why are we not doing so for this planet? We see each and every body with the ability to find love. There's no reason why anybody should have to not have a hug, right? How many of us do not get hugs or are looking for hugs and are chasing hugs and do not have love in our universe but are loving, right? There's no reason. All right, Millie, much love and favor. We love you. Have a great day, and we will chat with you later in a chat or what have you. Favor, Millie, much love. All right, so we see each other in love and peace, right? And we see there's no reason why anybody should have to chase down a hug on this planet. We see everybody, right, with purpose. There's no reason why nobody on this planet should have a purpose. Everybody should be involved in creating a greater toroidal source field as well. And we see each and every one of us in love and peace. We see Suzette, right, with a getting respite, and her mother not leaving the house, right, with respite care, and not turning off the air conditioning or the fridge, and of course her car being fixed and being able to pass inspection there. We see we see Karen, right, not having to go to Estes Park, right, and to see her doctor anymore, right? We see Rick never going to his doctor again as he cured his cancer, and we see everybody here. We see Lindsay, of course, in a much better situation financially and otherwise. We see her storage unit taken care of, and we see, of course, her in a much better situation. And anybody here who's having anything going on whatsoever, and we don't know, Henny, of course, who is looking for a new place as well. And all the rest of us out there, we see you all in love and in peace. And whatever you are looking for, we see it in your universe in abundance. And we see each and every one of us, of course, in love and peace. And we take our love that we've connected to the greater source field and we release it into the greater source field as we connect each other in love today and over the weekend. And we say, hallelujah, so it is, and close it out. Thank you all for being here and sticking around. All right. Thank you, Josh. And all here, much love. Namaste. Hoping for the best day ever for all. We love you so much. Whatever you're looking for today, remember, you are the vibration of abundance, and you are that financial abundance you are looking for. So vibrate it. If you are not vibrating it, then you are in trauma in some fashion. It may not show up right away, but if you are not in trust that you are bringing in abundance for yourself, then you are otherwise bringing in something else for yourself, and you will create that. So I love you all. Remember, everything that you guys do, create your loving, living universe. So if you are still in your dark night, as you release your darkness into your light, as you release your trauma reactions into your grounded self, you stand strong in your frame. You help to create your loving, living universe. And yeah, your cells spread out in your light body, and life gets easier. One step at a time. It's a matter of what you're projecting energetically. So if you can stay present, even if you have that bill at the end of the month, if you can stay present in today and know that today will be today is going to be vibrationally amazing, today will be abundant, and today will be awesome, then you're good to go. All right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome, because you are. All right, 9:36. Got to run. All right, I'll see you all in the next. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you at the top of the hour in Krista's Live. Love you.